Okay, so today's vlog is about just an update to let you guys know what I'm up to and what's happened since the fundraiser. So you can probably tell by the background that I'm now in a new residence, and my wife and I have decided to change locations since the whole being robbed some months ago, and it's made it easier to get some sleep, especially my wife, who had some trouble getting to sleep. She was also getting up in the middle of the night at every sort of sound that she would hear in the house, and so simple thing was to just change residence, and that's what we've done. But on the topic of the robbery and theme, the students came out and helped fundraise money for me, and parents. I'll have to acknowledge that they also contributed, and really thankful. And I do want to let you guys know what's happened since then. So the funds raised wasn't quite enough for a brand new camera. I mean, the cameras that I had originally were rather expensive, but they did help me a lot. And my wife and I decided that we could put that money to a new camera and I'd try and make the difference. But we were unsure about the whole situation with the school being the intermediary between you and me. It ended up being just fine. But at the time we were still thinking about it, and we decided that the best thing would be to choose to put that money towards a lens. So the lens that you all helped me buy is this one. So this one here is quite large in diameter relative to its length, and that makes it excellent at capturing light, especially when it's really dark. And I do find that the gym, or some of those late night sports that the students take part of, it can be quite challenging to get really nice, crisp and clear photos. And so you really helped me out a big time to put money towards one of those, especially since among the cameras that was taken, 2 lenses were taken, and they were kind of in the sweet spot for many different sports. So I still had my extremely wide lens, and I still had my sort of long zoom lens, but the lenses that used to occupy the space in between was gone. So I had to rush to the store and buy this lens here that you're looking at me with. It's 28 millimeters, kind of wide, not too wide, but I didn't really have anything from that to the zoom lens. And you guys really helped me out. I put the money to that, and now I have the 85 millimeter Zeiss. So it is beautiful, and I just used it recently for volleyball and also for the athletics carnival. And I think you'll agree that a lot of those portrait photos that I used that lens for came out really nice. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. So what about the camera? So obviously you're viewing me on something. Well, I did have, as you know from the last vlog, the rental company that I got the original camera from, they made good on the promise and insured the camera, and so this was the camera being replaced. And so I've continued to rent it, and now the rental period is up, so I need to return it. But this is the A7R2. I'm not sure if the camera will focus on it. This is the R2 version. Means it's got a lot of resolution, and it's done a really good job. But as you know, a lot of the things that I photograph for the school is sports, so I wanted a camera that can keep up a little bit better. And so my wife helped afford a brand new camera for me. So she actually helped me buy this camera, which, I don't know, let me see if I get a mirror for you. I don't know if it'll focus, but you can probably see around the corner, it's actually the Sony A9. So this camera has been a lifesaver because it does an excellent job at recording very rapid action. So anything with a tennis racket or a bat or throwing a ball or really quick things, this camera has been able to keep up with frames per second, but also with autofocus, which means that I can get a whole lot more photos that I would normally have to delete because the focus was too far in the background or too far in front of the students who are doing the action. So the A9 has been doing a fantastic job, and I've been very happy with that. But I do have to return the A7R2 to the store, and I'll be doing that sometime in the next week. And before I end this video vlog, I want to give a shout out to 2 videos which I think I've just sort of been made aware of. One of them is my own student, and one of them is not my own student. And I just want you to sort of check them out because I think they're great videos. So one of them is about geothermal energy and whether it's a good fit for Australia. And the other video is from a student who was working with solar cells and trying to pipe that through and turn it into, I think it's alternating current. I have to go find the links for those two video clips. I may not have the links in the description straight away, but if I do find them, I will put them in the list below so you can enjoy them and send them some love. You know, like and subscribe and do all those things and send some encouragement their way. You know, some of the videos might be a bit rough around the edges, and you know, it's for some of them, maybe the first video they've ever made, and I think we should give them a little bit of encouragement. So that's why I'm doing a bit of a shout out. So with that, that's the end of today's vlog. Bye.